Hi, so I'm here to talk about reflection 3 for whys regarding chapter 2. And the first question just starts off by saying if whether or not you change the way you engage with information you read or hear on the social media, internet, news, etc. And I feel like I will. So growing up, Snapchat became a thing, Instagram, everyone getting social media platforms and all that. And so basically, a lot of people were discovering information off of social media and stuff and believing everything that they saw. And I think that it's hard to really differentiate between what is factual and what's not, because a lot of things that people saw online were just of like what celebrities were saying, like all their opinions and all that. So I feel like when someone, I guess, of important status says something, people tend to believe it immediately, and it's something that we all do. We're human, we make those mistakes and all that, but I feel like going off of that, I think it's important for me going forward to make sure I don't put my opinion on people like they have to believe what I believe. And I feel like when I talk to people about certain subjects, that I would be introducing what I believe, but backing it up with like evidence, like factual stuff, not just like opinionated things. And I feel like that'll be really helpful because it'll get like an educated conversation going where they can interject with their opinions and they can add on to like what they agree with, what they disagree with. And I just feel that's really important because, again, a lot of people are opinionated when it comes to what they believe in. So when they try and like teach someone else what they know, what they believe, it's not all the time correct. And that's just mainly of like their opinion of what they believe in. So going into the second question, it just asks like to summarize the video and discuss how you might use this information in your life. And I would say that basically what she was talking about was that growth mindset is such an important thing to recognize within the education system, because as she was saying, there's a lot of students that only memorize things to get the grade instead of learning, to really go through the challenges to learn. And I was a victim to that in high school. There were some classes that I was just sort of struggling with, and I resorted to just memorizing things, and that really it helped me get the grade that I wanted, but in terms of like retaining that information, like I probably have to go back and relearn it. And so with that, I thought it was just really important for me to hear when she was saying that I think we need to encourage we need to encourage students to have a growth mindset and like kind of praise how they're learning, but more in a way that you praise the strategies that they're going through, the challenges that they go through. And I just wanted to say that the not yet and the yet was just really powerful because, again, the grades, the not yet, it's a perfectly good way to explain to someone that they're not there yet, but they're on their way, instead of saying like F, fail, And so I thought the not yet and yet was just really powerful because you could be there, you could be yet, but just depends on the kind of person you are, the challenges that you can overcome, and just getting through that. So, and then it asks about for that, how you might use this information in your own life. I think I will be using it in a way to really take the challenges that I come across to heart, and just know that if I go the easy way out, it's not really that easy in the future, because you have to kind of keep that knowledge. So I guess me going forward, I just want to make sure that I'm able to learn things. So just really remember the growth mindset and just keep pushing forward and encourage the challenges so that I can overcome it. Perseverance. Anyways, question 3. So what did you learn about yourself during the discussion in Nest about stress, mental health, and or self-care? and how will you use that information as you continue this semester. So during our discussion, we kind of referred back to the table on page 32, figure 2.1, and it was more like how the different classes, the working class, the middle class, and the affluent professional schools, how they responded to the different questions being asked. And knowing that I grew up in a family that was poor, like my parents are immigrants, and they tried so much to provide for us, and they did, and I'm so grateful for that. I was one of the students that probably would have agreed with when they asked, where does knowledge come from? I probably would have said teachers, books, all of that. But when you look at the professional schools, they answered with people, your head. And so I just thought that was really important, just because it's weird for other people to be able to say that, but they grew up in an environment where they believed that they had that opportunity. And me, from a class that's below, kind of looked up to others, you know, just kind of in that space. But I just learned that it gets stressful in school, and I have resources. I have my wise mentors, and I have my professors. I have friends that I met in class. I have a support system, and it'll get hard. Engineering is a hard major, career field, but just have to know growth mindset and courage, and we'll get done. Thank you.